So this is the overall view of my balcony here. You can see how nice and colorful and fresh all my plants as well as my planters look. I have not left a single space empty. Even the AC outlet, I have made some provisions to keep my pot. So the first plant that you can see here is a Shankapushpa plant or the butterfly pea plant. It gives out dark blue flowers which will look really lovely and make your garden look superb. The next plant, as you can see here, is this kind of oregano plant. Oregano has a lot of medicinal values. Eating one leaf every day is also good to prevent cold and cough. I have already spoken about the use of oregano for cold and cough in infants. You can check my previous video on that. Next, this is a jade plant. According to the Indian Vastu Shastra, this particular plant is supposed to bring good health in our houses, so you can keep one. Down here you have a baby aloe vera plant. Next, you can see this decorative palm. Here you can see this is a succulent plant, a very lovely tiny star-shaped plant. Here another variety of succulents here. Most of the plants that you see in my balcony are the succulent plants which need very less maintenance. They can also be called as a zero maintenance plants. They can also look lovely when you place them indoor. Next, this is one of my favorite plants, which is this euphorbia plant. As you can see, it's in full bloom today. Here you can see this dark variety of peperomia plant, which can be used indoor as well. Next, you can see this philodendron. Here is the most commonly seen peperomia plant, the light green and the white patch variety. This can all be replanted with. Next, you can see another version of this philodendron plant with the leaves. Here is another bigger jade plant. Next, this is a baby spider plant which I have replanted. Next, you can see this almonda plant. This is about 2 months old, and see the extent to which it has grown. This is basic and it gives out beautiful yellow flowers. You can see there is one flower in full bloom right here in my balcony, and see how nice it looks. Once it grows, you will have a lot of flowers. which can just hang out of your balcony and look superb. Here you have the golden fern. This is a golden fern. See how lovely it looks. Once the leaves dry out, you can cut it. You can see new leaves coming up. Here is our commonly seen table rose plant. This is a plant in different colors with different color flowers. Here you can see this looks like a croton, but it is an ixora plant. The plant which gives out tiny white flowers. Here again a replanted peperomia, and yet another philodendron which I have replanted. A decorative palm. To maintain this is very easy. So whatever the kind of plant that I'm showing you right here, you need not water them every day, but it could be done once in 5 or 6 days once the soil in the pot completely dries up. So if you don't have enough time, you can opt for such plants to make your balcony look lovely. The decorative palm can also be placed indoor. I at times place it indoor, and at times to get sunlight once in a while I put it outside. Here is one of my favorites. This is the spider plant. As you can see here, this gives out lovely hanging tiny plants like this, which I have again replanted it here. I already showed you this baby spider plant here. We can just replant all these hanging plants with the roots which have come up, and it will grow into new plant like this. Next you have the Bayer vine plant. This is basically a creeper, and it will look very good if it is put as a border in your balcony, or here behind it one more plant here. Here this is again a commonly found plant, the Rio dwarf plant, with a green top and a purple bottom here, as you can see. Here is one of my favorite. This is the sedum firestorm plant. This gives out very thick leaves, star shaped leaf, so it looks very beautiful even if you place it indoor or outdoor. Here comes our aloe vera next. We all know that aloe vera has a lot of moisturizing property, and take out the gel and use it as a moisturizer. Behind this is my favorite money plant, which I always use it indoor. Today for the sake of sunlight, I have put them out. Next, my yet another favorite peperomia plant. I just got one plant. I have replanted it in 3 or 4 places. Here you can see this drought resistant plant. This is called as the dragon tree plant. So I have just taken a small stem from one of the plants and planted it like this, and it has grown to this extent. If you don't keep it in sunlight, the leaves will almost become pinkish in color, and if it is in sunlight, it will be green and pink. Here next you can see another favorite of mine. This is called as a ficus triangular, the dark green and the yellow bordered leaves. Here is yet another euphorbia plant. As I told you, I just take all of them and replant it. I don't have many plants, but the same are replanted many times. Here you can see this jade plant here, and this is aloe vera, which I use regularly for gel. Here again you can see this wire vine plant. I have replanted this in many of my pots because I really love these plants. They look so tiny, at the same time so cute in your pot. Here you can see the asparagus plant. Here again the wire vine, and yet another euphorbia on top. I have yet another jade plant, again a wire vine, and the table rose plant, which gives out pink orange flowers. So whatever the kind of plants that you're seeing in my balcony, they are all low maintenance plants, and in fact we can call them as zero maintenance plants, as we don't need to water them regularly at all. Once in 5 or 6 days is more than enough once the soil is completely dry, and they will never die out so easily, as all these plants are mostly succulent plants. They are non-flowering plants, and they look green throughout. Anytime you see my balcony, it will look the same. Make your balcony look really beautiful and pretty.